Hey everyone, welcome back. You know who it is, it's Sizz. And we're jumping right back into the Age of Empires grind. It's been a minute, we've been playing WoW, little downtime, time to grind some Age of Empires, get better, watch better players, review my replays, make a couple videos. We're gonna jump right into it. So, recent multiplayer game, been kind of just jumping in indiscriminately. We got myself spawning on the eastern side of the map, in the blue, playing Saracens. Our opponent spawning in the western side of the map, in the red, Cheesy Dibbles playing the Vikings. Now, as you know, Vikings, they're actually pretty good at booming, and they're very good at infantry. Unfortunately for this guy, the whole point of Saracens, in my opinion, is to exploit early markets, get a good lead on people, potentially rush with archers, which is good against infantry, which is what Vikings are. I'm pretty sure they get reduction to infantry cost, or they do more infantry damage as the ages go on. And then additionally, they get free handcart and wheelbarrow, which is actually incredible for booming. Like, basically that makes your TC not have to idle. You're able to keep producing villagers and continue on with your time. You have to get your other eco upgrades, but honestly, like, having your TC not have to research, though, after you go up in the ages, actually really increases villager count. But regardless, we'll start talking about the maps. Mine, very good. Ever since I got back into the game, have not been good with walling. That's something that I'm trying to look to change, something I'm trying to be conscious about. You can see, I'll throw on my Fog of War. I need to start scouting in a circle better around my base. Auto-manualing my scout. I just got some rally points for right now. That's what I usually do in the beginning as I set people on, like, sheep. Make sure there's no more than 6 on sheep at a time. Something I used to struggle with. I would have, like, 8, 9 on sheep and then go get my boar. That's no longer... that's not cutting it. So, I'm getting good scouting early on for walls. I start my wall right here. I'm like, okay, need some houses. Not trying to get housed. Let's just start making my wall. I already see that. I'm checking out this wood line now. Make sure there's like any gaps, and there is. So that's great information. I'm pretty sure at this point I found both of my lure bulls, some ostriches, almost all of my sheep. I think there's 2 more. Yeah, somewhere or another. Actually, maybe on Arabia you only get 6 sheep. Yeah, it looks like it. But regardless, get my lurables in. I already found them. Work on my walls. Early game stuff. Actually, I have a very wallable location in this game. And honestly, that kind of carries me some games. But you'll see that walls don't really help me in this match too much. But, you know, wall here, wall here, wall here, and across. And, like, then I'm good. I just got to make sure I don't over-chop. However, for my opponent, not really balanced locations. That's one thing I kind of have a gripe in this game. It's like, if you're against an early aggression civ and you have wall, like this is not wallable at all. This is kind of scary. Actually, but the thing is that is good about it is if he does get a proper scout, we can check it out. Check out his Fog of War. He doesn't see this cliff, so he probably thinks that extends to the edge, maybe. Additionally, he just sees vast open areas. He's already on the scouting me, but he sees vast open areas, so it's not bad. If he walls across, and like over and down, like that actually like allocates him a lot of room for further expansion. Wow, he loses a villager, didn't even know that. He lets the rest of this boar, I bet, tick out right here. He's got his sheep also ticking out. Right now, I'm like 850 elo. I'm not the best. I feel like my game sense from Age of Mythology and what I have looked up in this game kind of do carry me in like the whole not letting my stuff die like category. Like I don't let villagers die to boars anymore. Like that's just, you're just not thinking properly. I don't let you know, sheeps go to waste. I'm not trying, like I send 1 at a time. Keep the rest out here on the edge. Send them 1 at a time. There's no reason to let your food decay. And you can see that I'm just ravaging through boars. 7 on boar. I think you can get up to 8 on boar. That's fine. But I sent the rest to berries. This guy's got same amount on berries as me. He's got good ostrich location. but it just seems that he doesn't respect the fundamentals and like wasting, especially if you're against an early aggression civ, which Saracens are known to rush with archers. You need to make sure you're making the most of your early game resources. And another part of early game resources, you see my moving scout, his stagnant scout. Like, let's check this out. Boom. Dead in the water. I would rather see auto scout. Auto scout's a little cringy. Maybe he's saving his scout, because sometimes I just throw mine away, sometimes under TCs, which is terrible for early aggression. I realize you can lane with your scout, you can block builds with your scout. Scouts are just amazing, and I kind of like, they're basically a free 80 food unit from, you know, feudal age that you can't even get in dark. See, I'm going under TC, very sketchy. I lose them right here. Just a part of my early aggression, but you see me, Fog of War, myself, I didn't even know his TC was there. It was too late. I saw this gold mine, so I maybe thought it was over here, but then I saw this house. Oh, and I didn't lose a scout. That's brilliant. I think I sent him out just to scout the rest, but I got a location on his TC. I saw this gold, and I'm trying to formulate a plan from there, because I'm going for early aggression. Saracens, what they want to do is they can actually abuse gold. They can put down their market for really cheap. That saves them 100 wood. 100 wood is, all wood basically converts into your food. That's how this game works. You know, you chop wood and you put it into farms. The only free food you get is your huntables, your lurables, and your wildlife, which is, you know, ostriches, zebras, whatever. This guy's trying to harass with the scout cavalry. Pretty good idea. I actually am starting to like watch people quick wall. I decided to put this one up first so he couldn't get back through, which would be annoying as hell. And then I realized I gotta re-wall up this. But, you know, wall's already going down into the feudal age, you know, before any aggression can even come out. But still smart. Got my 2 houses and my barracks a part of the walls. I just got this up and spreading out my wood lines. I'm very good about economy, making multiple lumber camps, making sure things aren't going idle. More lumberjacks. That's what I realized. Like, I don't need to just sit around and wait for, like, maybe I'm going too hard on lumber camps for early aggression, but I think it helps for efficiency. I need a lot of wood for my archers, but basically I sent all to wood right here, and I got so many on berries. I just decided to eat up my berries, send a bunch to gold, because now I'm thinking, okay, time to start rushing, time to get sight. But this guy already committed. This guy's basically like going pre-Saracens route. Like, you can see this guy's already got 2 archery ranges, which I probably could have had if I didn't put all this into lumber camps. But my economy is strong. Like, although he just got free wheelbarrow, which is sick. But I don't even think I committed into my lumber camp upgrades. Actually, I did, yeah. Horse collar, double bit axe. I wasn't going to, but I realized this game might go on for a little bit. I'm actually walling in this scout. He might not be able to get out. That'll be a free scout kill for me. I still got mine going around, looking around the place. But basically, he's going what Saracens go. Double archery range, a lot on gold to trade at the market, but he doesn't have a market down. He doesn't have anything quite yet. So I realized that I'm pretty heavy on economy right now. I think I gotta commit to economy, and now I'm just getting out my archery ranges. He just went in too quick because he's only got 2 farms, 3 on berries. I don't even know if this is enough to keep your TC still working. Like, I think you need 6 villagers on food at all times. He's got 2 queued up, but he's only got 75 food. We can see he's at 28 vills. I'm at 29. I'm just a little bit better at keeping that TC always moving. He's got a lot on gold. He's obviously going for early aggression. Something I have not scouted. I do not know he's going for this early aggression. I actually saw the foundation of his barracks, but you know, that's, everyone needs a barracks just to kind of get your stables or get your archery range, whatever you're going for in the future. So, you know, it's usually like not a big consequence. But I'm swapping over to mining very hard, swapping over to getting archery ranges. I'm getting my market out. So Saracens, they need market for trade, they need double archery range, and your blacksmith. I'm under the impression that if you, oh, I left a hole in the wall. I have no idea why, but I'm pretty sure I get that patched up. Yep, builder, see that, see him leave. I get my builder out. So, double archery range, barracks, I'm sorry, market, and your blacksmith. Blacksmith is almost required for archer rush because I think that fletching, there's my blacksmith, fletching is just actually overpowered. And basically, once I see what he's amassing, which will be archers, I will be able to get scale mail armor, or maybe that's for the cavalry. I don't know the names exactly quite yet, but basically, that's extra pierce armor against archers, which is what I'm trying to allude to, is just basically counter them with good upgrades. And I don't want to overflow resources. I got 200 wood, 16 on lumber. Definitely 16 on lumber is like big. In the early game, it's kind of hard to convert all that lumber as you're building buildings into farms, but I'm getting out reasonably efficient. You know, just send a bunch on the wood line, and as you need them, send them back over. As you see, I got housed here. I actually was in a T90 stream. He said bring 2 villagers over on houses if you get housed, but I'm like, no, I gotta start producing archers. I already have them queued. I already put my resources into them. Fletching, archers. Rally points, set. That's the rally point for my double archery range, which is Giga. I am ready to go hard on him, but I don't realize that, like, this is crazy for Vikings as an infantry civ, which isn't the worst idea. So I think this is what he's thinking. Out-aggress the archer rush from Saracens. But that's the thing. He's infantry, which infantry would get swallowed by my archers. But why didn't he commit to skirmishers? Maybe because he's like, what if I went scout cavalry and instantly ate his skirmishers? That would destroy him. I don't know what this is about. Maybe he's trying to defend. Maybe he's trying to go raid me. But I'm already trying to amass my army. I got 3 coming. I think this is enough. Make my control group and then go basically scout. I got my cavalry. I think I just saw his wood line. I did not. That's so unfortunate. I would have took this army, all 5 of these, and like loop them around, you know, up and around his base, hit his wood line. So I'm not sure. I really wish I saw that with my scout. I don't even know if I have it on. Yeah, it looks like I put it on auto scout. After I hit 1% on it, I used to be big against auto scout, and now I realize it's actually not bad. You do a big loop around, you find your enemy TC, you put it on auto scout, which isn't the best because I could keep looking at his like forming economy, which would have been better. But instead, I decided to put my focus into economy as I'm learning and early aggression, which my aggression is sick. I know where his gold is. I see his double archery range. I'm kind of scared. And then I see archers coming. Yikes. I don't even know what this is. So I go back to my barracks, and I'm pretty sure I start researching that immediately. I'm at 40 vills. I still want to keep booming, and he's at 40. So we're basically both just as good as booming. I think both of us haven't had any missteps at all. Like, we both have a bunch of farms. He has 18 on food. I'm sorry, I have 18 on food. He has 20. And we both have like pretty much like the same division. But I went even harder on gold. He came off of gold because I harassed him, which is really good. Look at all these idols. That's really good to set him idle. But I'm like, oh wait, I'm Saracens. I can buy resources. So I get less trade restriction on my market. It's 5% reduced cost for, you know, any trades. And then also, you know, it's only 75 food for the market. So it's like very good to kind of use it. Use it or lose it. But Saracens, their archers get extra damage against buildings. So I'm just always trying to abuse that. I'm trying to look inwards into his economy, but there's a big hole right here. I didn't even realize. Like, I can't really aggress, but now I know that. And also his building's low. So if I take out these early military buildings and he devotes wood to it, like, so this is bad. I didn't even notice all these archers, and I wasn't paying attention. And yikes, like, I had fletching, I was kind of confident in my army, but I didn't know he had that many, and then I knew he would have just microed me if I went out, so I just tried to get as many picks as I could. That's not great. But yikes, so probably at that point, I should have went skirmishers, which I start incorporating into my army soon, but like, I can't really make skirms right now because I have no food. I'm trying to keep my TC producing and going up to the castle age. I see all that art, like, aggression, And man, he's already in the castle age. I kind of even missed that. I missed that in the game. He was able to amass all those archers and get up to the castle age and stay up with my villager count. Like, there's something I'm missing, because either that was just wheelbarrow that was doing that for him, the free wheelbarrow, and it gave him basically free boom potential. But I just don't think it should be that good. And he already has crossbows. Like, that's insane to me. How does he have crossbows? So I'm like, alright, I gotta double down on the aggression. He's going too much. I need to get some skirmishers out. I need to get my blacksmith working. I need better upgrades. I need bodkin arrow. I need a better army. This guy's going full army. I should have even probably went scouts. Yep, cavalry coming out, scouts. Perfect counter. Skirmishers, scouts, my own archers. Basically, send the skirms in, protected by your scouts, draw some fire, try to micro and dodge some stuff, hit his army, and look, I'm bringing his army back. I knew he had a big one, so I just send my archers in, and I'm gonna hit his gold. I don't know why he wasn't faster at responding to this, but I get a few bill picks, I get him off his gold, and now I'm gonna just micro him back. I mean, like, this is bad for him, because he set his rally point, like, on top of mine. Kind of funny, I didn't know this TC was here, but he just devoted so many resources to booming, so I don't know how he has this army, but you can see that his early numbers that he was going for stagnated, and now I have crossbows, I have bodkin arrow. Things are producing for me, things aren't producing for him. I don't even know, like, I don't think both of his TCs are working. Yeah, actually both of his TCs are making stuff, but I have thrown him off of his resources a few times, but I've also lost my army a few times. But he's got 9 on gold. I don't even know where his other gold mine is. I don't see how this counts. Oh, he made another TC right on gold. Wow. So this guy, he's actually better than me. I would say Cheesy Dibbles is better than me. So obviously I'm behind. He has 3 TCs to my 1 right now. And that's why this game's so interesting. Like, the balance between too much economical focus and also not enough economical focus, and then like how much that impacts like your army. But you can see I hit Castle Age, started to make knights as well, knights and skirms, and I went harder into military than him. He like basically relented, essentially. He stopped going hard. I was getting upgrades, going through my blacksmith. I don't even think he has a blacksmith. Like, if you're going to go military focused, build a blacksmith. Boom. I find his town center. I find his villagers. They're dying. This is cavalry. This is, I think, why I won. Because I lost so much army early on, but then he stopped making army. And here's mine. Attacking his villas. Always on his resources. Like, and he's slow to react. He's trying to send over his army. Scout cavalry, obviously not the best against crossbows, but even like this, like, that's a lot of, that's more damage than 1 scout cavalry should have done against 2 crossbowmen. But regardless, my army still keeps producing. I'm still trying to think about my economy, but obviously not as much as him. He has, I'm still at 55 though, on 1 TC. I think it's better just to like produce out of 1 TC. I'm sitting in my army, I find his, and I got skirms right on top of him. His guys are melting. I got better blacksmith upgrades. At this point, I already have bodkin arrow, and I have both of the upgrades for the armor, the pierce armor. Bodkin arrow, it's just so good. And then the pierce armor right there, because I see he's going all archers. My skirms, he destroys my crossbows, but my skirms eat this army. That's okay. It really is. He went idle on this TC. This army's idle. But I can see that I won this encounter with his army, and I need to take that aggression and keep pushing it, because I think he's microing pretty decently, but he's losing focus on his economy. I have 0 idols. He has 10. This is just, it's almost like there's a level of complexity in your build, right? And what I mean by that is you're on 3 TCs. You're trying to produce out of every TC. You're trying to be efficient, make vills. but then it's like you need army micro as well. Like, all his town centers are idle now, although he's going up to the Imperial Age. So he's better at me at getting resources and going up ages, but he's not better than me at deciding what those resources are better allocated to. And I realized that I need to keep up aggression. And yes, I can catch up in economy if I, like, that scout raid was amazing. I got him off this gold, I hit this wood line, I hit this wood line, and now I'm hitting again. I need to aggress this gold, but, you know, I got my TC going up. Fine. I think that's totally fine. Like, it came up late, and I'm definitely not, like, the best player ever, but I knew I needed knights, and I need my military. Triple barracks, 1 stable. Or, sorry, triple archer range, 1 stable. I think that was a way better, basically balance between them all. But now I got my army. I'm gonna aggress his gold. I'm losing some here, but like I said, I have an easier thing to manage. I'm able to manage my army and not lose it to this TC fire, while he's got, you know, multiple villagers inside his TC. How many villagers did he throw in there? He's got 11 villas in his TC. He's that afraid of my aggression. And then I can just use my crossbows to basically siege, which, you know, isn't the best. And I'm pretty sure I throw down a siege workshop soon. Yeah, siege workshop. I'm gonna start making mangonels. I just know that I need these TCs dead. He's got so many, and I know he's going up to Imperial, and I'm about to see that, and I'm scared. And he's researching pikemen. He sees all my guys. This is better play from him. Pikemen, an extra barracks down. That's good play, like, low-key. But the thing is, pikemen are countered by archers. So my scouts, I'm only creating enough to harass his economy, really. So I'm not gonna be, see, look, harass his economy. I go around his base. I saw the wood lines, I saw the open shit. I didn't see this castle, but yeah, man, if I got in here before the castle and denied it, oh my god, I would have been flexing. But oh well. But it makes sense why he puts it here. It kind of defends this gold, it kind of defends this wood, but it's like, it's too far away from all of his resources, and it's actually firing pretty far, I gotta, like, admit. But it doesn't stop me from raiding still, and that panics him. He's panicked. I'm sure he's panicked. Well, I have archers, basically Saracens. This is Saracens. It's not Slavs, or I'm sorry, Celts, which are like insane siege units, but my archers are siege units, backed up by some mangonels. I microed, so I didn't fire on my own army right there. That would have been probably the loss. I gotta concede, like, that would have been the loss. But I'm just microing these guys, make sure I don't lose them. I'm getting great kills on vills here, like great vill kills, with that little raid, and that probably takes his attention off of this army. And I got this, so massing army, aggressing, harassing. This is my playstyle, and I want to be like a mini Huang, which don't know if all of you watch T90 Official, but if you're watching my videos on Age of Empires, you should watch his, because he's a god, and the people he spectates are gods. But basically, Huang is frontal aggression along with raiding, which is me, and Saracens just do that well for me. Oh, and there's the Mangonel. I lose a bunch. I hope I respond to this. I don't in time. Yikes. I micro. Don't lose my crossbows. Micro. Lose some more crossbows. Yikes. Not the best. Micro. Oh, Jesus. I do not know how I won this game. Like, please, like, pay attention. But the reason why is I wasn't paying attention was Vills coming forward. Vills from this TC. I also made my third. So basically, my balance between economy and army was more front-loaded towards army, but his was like front-loaded towards army and pushing. So, and I got more. God, I'm so good at this rating thing. I love it. It's what I live for. It, like, seeing Vills die is why I play this game, honestly, like, for some reason. But regardless, I'm pushing in here. I got my mangonels. I don't know if this is too aggressive, but I deny this gold. I'm like thinking, okay, that's good for gold. He doesn't have military presence right now. I can just tell. He went into Imperial. I'm scared of that, so I gotta aggress. So I'm like, Castle 1, throw it here, deny farms. Throw it here, deny gold. Castle 2, deny more farms, have more production. I don't know why I went 2. I think like I was almost like, oh, this one's kind of far back. Probably would have been better to like throw this one down here or like up on this hill. That would have been brilliant. That would have like snuffed out both choke points. But he tries to deny this castle, and he's doing pretty well. I'm pretty sure I lose focus, throwing down some farms, refocusing economy, making sure I kept producing, reassigning my gold miners because they just ran out. Threw down new mining camp over there. Make sure everything's still moving ship shape. I probably could have got my monastery down and started getting some of these relics. Definitely should have. But basically, yeah, it doesn't matter because his TC got sieged by my Mangonels. He lost his gold, which he pretty much farmed all of it. So kind of, I use my army very hard for not much gain. But now I'm watching the micro. I hit Mangonel with my Mangonel. Get out of here. Get out of here. I could lose those early crossbows, but if I'm playing like that, we're Gucci. I still kept one villager alive. I microed him back, and my castle goes up here. Oh god, like he could have denied this castle so hard, but he's out of military. And my knights are back, waiting to raid again, and he's making pikes back here. And this is basically, I have shifted his economy from here back to here. He's basically got a re-established economy. I do not. I have good walls. Basically, this whole side of the map is walled up. He could send in a raid here, and I'd be pretty vulnerable, kind of. You know, just throw these guys in TC, lose some farms, but who cares about that? He doesn't have army. I knew that wasn't going to happen. The Mamelukes start coming out, and he already calls GG. He knows that my aggression, my basically balance between economy and aggression was just a little bit better. He went too hard in one, like military early with all those archers. I lost a bunch. Not great. But then he went like, oh, I got to go to Imperial right now. I don't know what they have in Imperial that would have saved this guy that he was trying to go for. Maybe like castle units. Maybe he thought he was gonna trap down my base. Like, you gotta fight first, my guy. Like he was running on fumes with trees. Like he would have had to go here or here. That would have been so raidable. He would have lost his town center cover. I was ready to come around here with more army. I set more rally points here, and I was about to start raiding again with my knights. But other than that, like, it was a GG, and I think that guy's better player than me. His bone saw was just coming up, as you can see. I think he's a better player than me, but his execution was very wonky. But he kind of knows the game better. But I think that this was a great game and a great show of like how I kind of knew when to aggress and what to aggress with. But thanks so much for watching. I'll try to get more of this content out to you guys, and take it easy. Peace.